Free for who exactly? By James Poyner. State Premier Jacinta Allen recently announced that public transport across the state will be free on weekends from early December until February 1, 2026. But some public transport advocates say the incentive only highlights the disparity in public transport access across metropolitan Melbourne. The incentive is part of the Allen Labor government celebration of the opening of the Metro Tunnel in Melbourne.
We're saying thank you, Victoria, with free PT every weekend this summer. Everyone, everywhere, every weekend, free until February 1. The biggest free transport bonanza in Victoria's history,
Ms Allen said. However, the Sustainable Cities Better Buses campaign said there would be little benefit due to the severe lack of public transport across the west of Melbourne, including the limited coverage and poor operating hours of the bus network. The campaign pointed out that even if residents in Melbourne's west could make use of the free public transport on the weekends, this would be overshadowed by steep taxi or rideshare fees to get them from their home to a stop or station and back home again.
Young people will be asking what the point of free fares is when they have to pay for an expensive Uber just to make it home at the end of the day. This just isn't a concern for people in Malvern or Camberwell, where even if the tram service is not amazing, at least it can get them home late into the evening,
said Sustainable Cities spokesperson Adam Bain. Similar reflections are expressed by public transport users in the more rural areas of Manningham and Nillumbik. With no tram or train line, Manningham is reliant on buses for its public transport needs. In Yarra Ward, there is no bus service connecting the three townships of Warrandyte, Wonga Park and Park Orchards. While travel between Warrandyte and the CBD is relatively straightforward, those travelling from Park Orchards by bus need to travel via Ringwood to access Warrandyte or other parts of Manningham, and those in Wonga Park must travel via Chirnside Park and Croydon. In Nillumbik, public transport, including buses, beyond the rail corridor is virtually non-existent. Nillumbik Council, as part of the Northern Councils Alliance, is advocating for better public and active transport connections. The Alliance is currently running a survey and is asking the community to provide input on what commuting in Nillumbik looks like and how it could be improved. It can be found at connectmelbournesnorth.com. Works on the Hurstbridge rail line are also causing significant frustrations for commuters. The current October Blitz, which has bus replacements running between Eltham and Heidelberg and the city, has prompted some angry outbursts on social media. With works on extending the rail tunnel and rebuilding the Grimshaw Street Bridge scheduled to continue into 2026, for residents in Nillumbik, free public transport is looking to have very little impact. A review of public transport in the Yarra Valley resulted in the public bus service running between Lilydale and Hillsville in late 2024. The improvements in service make it easier for families to access trails, townships and Hillsville Sanctuary by public transport. With the successful outcome in the Yarra Valley, surely there is scope for better public transport in rural Manningham and Nillumbik. The wealth of wineries, cideries, art studios and galleries, historical towns and trails can certainly rival the tourism benefits that the Yarra Valley has been able to capitalise on. This article was read by Rebecca Rose,
Sandy Miller,
James Poyner.